A very good noon to one and all. So today in this lecture we will continuing the optical flats concept. In the previous class we are end up with the optical flats concept. And now in this lecture we will briefly discuss about these optical flats and what are the uses of optical flats in the metrology. So first of all, this is the optical flat. An optical flat is a disc of high quality glass or quartz material. So like this. So the surface of the disc is very smooth and high degree of flatness. The surfaces and the sizes of the optical flat may vary in the diameter from 25 mm to 300 mm. So and its thickness varies from 25 mm up to 50 mm. So see this figure. Suppose when an optical flat is laid over a flat surface, it orients a small angle theta due to the presence of air damper in between the two surfaces. That means a flat surface and optical flat. You can see this angle in between their damper between the two flat surfaces, and to automatically an angle is created in between them. Suppose consider a, now we are going to identify the surface whether it is flat or not. So see this figure. So consider a ray of light from a monochromatic light source falling on the upper surface of the optical flat. Here one monochromatic light is coming from the source. Okay, so the light ray partially reflected at lower point of the optical flat and moves to the flat surface and transmitted and reflecting, and these two reaches to the eye, so which is oriented at a very small angle with respect to a flat reflecting surface. So alternate band of light and dark patches are seen by human eye. So in case of perfectly flat, the fringe pattern is regular and also parallel. If it is deviations, if it have some deviations, the patterns is measure of error in the flatness of surface being measured. Okay, so if we consider this optical flat and flat surface, so we are going to testing the flatness of the surface. So in case of perfectly flat, the fringe pattern is regular, parallel and uniformly spaced. If it is having any deviations, the errors in the flatness of surface being measured. So this figure shows the photos of reference flats being used to check two flats at different stages. Okay, so the surface in the left one is nearly flat surface and it is indicated by a pattern of straight parallel fringes. So the surface in the right one is uneven, that means it results the curved fringes. Okay, so this is the patterns we are appearing by using the optical flats as per our eyepiece observation. So with this we can calculate the flatness, we can check the flatness of the surfaces. And now there are optical flats are classified into two types. And first one is type A and next type B optical flats. So here in this type A, you can measure the different different surfaces, or so it has a single flat working surface, and it is used for testing the flatness of precision measuring surfaces of flats, slip gauges, measuring tables, etc. So coming to the type B optical flats, so it has the both working surfaces flat and parallel to each other, and it is used for test measuring surfaces of micrometer, measuring anvils, meters and similar measuring devices for testing flatness and parallelism. In each type there are two grades. First one, reference grade or grade 1, and working grade or grade 2. Okay, so coming to the designations for these grade 1 and grade 2 optical flats. So if for example the grade 1 type A flat of diameter 250 mm is designated by like this: optical flat 1A 25, Indian standard 544001969. So this is the designation for this optical flat grade 1. And next grade 2. So grade 2 type B flat of thickness 12.125 mm, which is designated by the optical flat 2B 12.125, Indian standard 5440 1969. So generally there are two different optical flats are there in our measurements. So how we are going to, optical flats are looking very similar, type A and type B both are similar, but the surfaces are different. So here type A, in type A only one surface is flat, but in type B both the working surfaces are flat and parallel to each other. So we are identified by using this some of the easy way. So for a grade 1 flat is identified by a black dot of about 1 mm diameter on the surface of the flat. Okay, so how we are going to identify the type A and type B flat means, so for the type 1 and grade 1, not type 1, and for grade 1 flat is identified by a black dot of about 1 mm diameter. Okay, so this is the information and explanation about the optical flats. So and now what are the uses of the optical flats are? So uses means type A, type B uses. So these uses are, it is generally used for testing the flatness of precision measuring surfaces of flats, slip gauges, measuring tables, etc. And it is also used for test the measuring surfaces of micrometer, measuring anvils, meters and similar measuring devices for testing the flatness and parallelism. So these are the different uses for the optical flats. Okay, so I hope everyone understand this optical flat concept. So see this figure. In this, how will you test the flatness and parallelism of the surfaces of anvils with the optical flat? So here the deviations of the flatness of anvil surfaces are tested with a optical flat. Your optical flat is brought into contact with each of the surfaces, anvil surfaces, and moved till the minimum number of interference fringes are observed. That means the closed curves are observed. Closed curves are observed. The number of interference fringes observed on each of the anvil surfaces. So here there is a micrometer in which we are going to calculate the direction, viewing direction by using this micrometer, and we can calculate the lengths and the diameters of that equipment. And the parallelism of the anvil surfaces is also tested with the optical flat. So optical flat is placed in contact with the opposite faces of the optical flat. That means the interference fringes are observed. So the sum of the interference fringes are observed on the two surfaces should not exceed 6, 8, 10 for the ranges 0 to 25, 25 to 75, and 75 to 100 mm in the micrometers, 100 mm micrometers. Okay, so this is the procedure, this is the testing procedure for the flatness and parallelism with the help of the optical flat. Okay, so and next class we are going to discuss about the interference of interferometry. We are entering into the interferometry. So in this unit we have only one topic is there, interferometry. So in this interferometry the subtopics are interference of light and interferometers, different types of interferometers. So in our syllabus we have 4 or 3 types of interferometers. So in further lectures we will clearly observe about these concepts. Okay, so I hope everyone understands this optical flat concept. Okay, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.